You hear that? It's the roofers. They're back. It's Monday. They're back to work. They got to work. Even though it's cold and rainy. What's going on out there? I'd hoped the weather would discourage them. What's going on, Portland? 42 degrees, rainy. Doesn't stop the roofers, apparently. Hopefully that's not too irritating, but I felt the need to start streaming. So we streamed yesterday, we did the boring cleanup stream, and then last night I was thinking like, okay, I'm nervous about the AWS part of the extension development. It's because I haven't done that before. What I've messed with has been tedious and confusing and not great. And so I spent a lot of time last night into the dark hours trying to get Elastic Beanstalk working with all the stuff I needed. So I could have some parts working sometimes, and it was a mess because, you know, we gotta serve some stuff, we gotta receive HTTP requests, we gotta have SSL, we gotta support WebSockets and Socket.io, and just I could get some of those things working some of the time, but just could not get them all working all the time, to the point that this morning I woke up with a new idea and I tried it and it almost seemed to work. Like everything was like, oh man, I think I got it, but then I didn't have SSL. And so I was very close to saying like, this is untenable, it's a waste of time. I'm seeing tons of people on Stack Overflow and other places complaining about similar difficulties, but their solutions weren't quite working, and parts of AWS had changed, and whatever. This isn't all that exciting. Anyway, I was about ready to say like, okay, I'm gonna give up on this, I think, but I still want to do the extension, and to meet the requirements of the contest, I have to have an AWS service. So I was like trying so hard to think of what one weird AWS service could I use that wasn't really important. And I almost convinced myself to use Lightsail and just deploy the whole thing there, but then that would be configuring everything from scratch. So anyway, I had a breakthrough after I'd already deleted it. I deleted everything and then decided to try it again. And it worked. It kind of works. There's something I just had to turn off because, man, it's a mess. You have the application load balancer, which is relatively new and has new features. And then you have an Nginx proxy. And then back over here behind all of these layers of defense, you have your actual web service. And it was not going well. But I found that by using the load balancer without using the proxy, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. I think it's going to be fine. I was able to get it to work. I got Elastic Cache going with Redis. All that stuff seems to work. There's some testing things that are pretty annoying with that. Namely that I can't easily access that that Redis server from the outside world, so I can really only test things in place. But it seems to work. In fact, let's just go over here and click and make sure it does still work. There's some things about the Twitch developer rig that are dumb and don't make sense, but I think it will work for this here test. Okay, so this is basically what the overlay will be when it lives in real life in Twitch. In fact, I could probably use my little channel view here. And over yonder, I also set up a bunch of some DNS entries. So it'll be easier to swap things out later if I decide to not use AWS. Okay, so this is the place. Nope, orbs. So if this is working, it seems like I've connected. I'm getting heat for this channel, which is my channel ID. And this is now not working. This is really dumb. Okay, so I think I have to go here and say host with rig, but it won't actually host with my front-end files. It's gonna pull the ones that are remotely defined on the server. I don't understand these choices they made. It's not very good. It's a bad experience, but okay. So we're sending clicks through. This Heat EBS is our extension backend service. We're sending it a click. We don't send the channel here anymore because that's something that I decided that It's more secure to only send the channel through the JSON Web Token payload, but now this works. And that means that I should be able to go over here, accept this, and also, so I'm just clicking on my video in Twitch. Oh, it has the secret music player. Okay. So we are functioning. And in fact, now I should be able to go into this browser, put this URL here. I think that was already working, strangely enough. And now I should be getting clicks not just in this, but all over my video, because I'm adding an OBS layer, or I have added an OBS layer. Let's click. Let's go here to the video and click this bug. Let's click the refresh icon. Is it working? Nope, now it's too high. What can I click to make sure this is working? Okay, dead center in the purple area. Okay, yes. Okay, so it's working. It's working. It's working. We're working. It's on AWS. Hallelujah. So the thing to figure out now is like, what do I need to do to actually land this thing? So I still might do this, but I might not do that. So we've got some back-end stuff we need to do. This is kind of a nice to have, but I think I want to do it. Show real errors. Throttle user input. It's going to kind of suck because we could do that on the front end and it would be really easy, but then it would be really easy to circumvent. So the only good way to do it is on the back end to watch for all these clicks coming through and not allow too many. The thing that's potentially annoying though is that since this is through a load balancer, you can't necessarily rely on them being like all going to the same place. And so either we could ignore that problem or we could use Redis so that when clicks come in, we maintain some kind of data store of people clicking. That sounds annoying as all heck. Like right now we're using Redis in a very easy, low impact way. We're just using it with, oh, you know the thing. The Socket.io adapter. So we don't even have to actually touch it. We just give the URL in. So this would mean that we needed to actually maintain knowledge of clicks per user. Which we just need some, however you do that, like some, is it a namespace on Redis? Whatever they call it. Some kind of prefix. And then just stick all users in there, and then all of the instances could see that, and it would be fine. It would probably be fine. But that's a big one. Like that's a task. That's an actual task. This thing is a Twitch thing. I don't think it's important. This thing is like starting to make this seem like a real thing, even though it may never actually be a real thing. But this is what I'm more interested in. We haven't done much of this for a few days. So I think we want to, the particle stuff, we want some just like Pixie.js particle toys. We have the orbs. They're really boring. Like the orbs are kind of meaningless. I'd kind of like to make some kind of heat map. Would be cool. But what I was thinking today, since Valentine's is coming up, that we'd do a kissing booth. So maybe let's do that now. Since I've been in server nightmare land, that might be more entertaining. We can also do it all locally. We don't have to worry much about server stuff. So, and I guess as we do that, maybe we'll make this thing more legit. like actually make the heat part of it something that's easy to reuse between the separate modules. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not that important because we don't, like when we look in here, there's so little that is actually, like this is, kind of this thing. I guess we could sort of pull this into a library. Like that would be essentially the library. And then the handle click, we'd maybe want to fire some kind of event and listen to that. Because here's all the stuff to set up Pixie. Draw click. Handle click. This was just the crazy grid based thing. So that actually could be useful to put into some kind of library. Because that's a complicated-ish thing. Like if we want to do the grid based responses, which we don't really for the kissing booth. I don't know. Let's just start on the kissing booth, and which is really just going to be a kissy particles review click. It's not going to be very complicated, but we just need some simple little demo-y things. And then maybe as we work on this, we will try to squish it into something that makes more sense, possibly, potentially. I don't need any of this nonsense. We want all of this. We want Pixie, we want jQuery, we want Socket.io. Kind of want jQuery first. This is where we're going to figure out the channel. If no channel is specified, it will just use my channel. I mean, this really is stuff that should maybe be in a library. Then we just have to have some kind of goofy callback system, though. What's the answer there? I mean, we could roll this into the callback, dude. Like, set up some kind of grid and then add our own. Woof. We don't need that for this one. We don't need it for this one. Draw click. So let's just ditch this whole thing for the moment. I kind of like the idea of that. I mean, we could use that later to build on some kind of fancier kind of API that people could use to build on this. And by people, I probably mean me. So this is just our mock clicks. Oops. These are the only events we really care about. This is where we log into the channel. I kind of wish I had a better strategy for that. That's the problem with rooms, with dynamic rooms in Socket.io. You can't do them through the URL. You can do namespaces through the URL, but not rooms, which is a little lame. We could probably come up with a way to deal with that. I think we actually could. We could probably come up with a way where we would pass the channel here and do it as namespaces instead of rooms. That would just save us from having to do that little connect. And then on the so this is on the receiving side. So that would kind of look like, what would that look like? That would mean instead of doing a 2 here, you would namespace instead. Is that better? Let's go outside nestoriferous for smashing things. Yeah, that's the one problem. With namespaces, they have to be specified on the other side. Okay, I don't think we want to do that. I think rooms is easier. It's a little annoying that we have to do this join, but that's a fairly minor problem, I think. I don't think we want to manually manage namespaces for any arbitrary channel that could be using this. I don't think. Okay, anyways, back in the old kissing booth. So we could create a heat click event. The old-fashioned way. What's the new-fashioned way? So the thinking behind this would be that then we could stick all this in a library and then just do like heat.click or something like that. Or heat.onClick or whatever. And fire it off at the document level, I guess. Let's try that. I'm not fully sure this is actually going to work, but hey, let's give it a shot. So heat. Does need to be in something. Maybe we make it a class. Maybe we like really do this. Class heat. I think this is weird because these actually have to. That's to make the rectangle. give it a constructor. I mean, this would really be the constructor. So kind of want it to happen automatically though. I guess you could do something like that weird thing to do. Probably. Why don't I see anything? How they do it? Oh, maybe because I need to do like something like this, like auto create it. Wait till everything loads. Bad idea? Good idea? Okay. Why does that not work? Cache. Cache is the problem. How do I do the thing? Nope. Disable cache when the thing is open. Where are you? You. Wish that was just always true. Okay, so terrific. Okay, so that's all fine. And then We should just be able to talk to heat now. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that or not. Because we do have to create. No, we don't. That just calls IO with the URL. So let's come. Somebody give me a shortcut. Has Cheeseburger is very up to the moment documentation. What did I gonna emit a Let's try this. How can you omit it? I would prefer to... Maybe I do have to manufacture this every time. If I want to do like invent an event, and this would be a click, and I think all we would pass is the click data. Something like that. Okay, that's fine. Back to here. We'll dispatch it on ourselves, I guess. And then out here, I don't know if I like any of this. We will do something like a heat.on click. I don't know if that's really gonna work. Seems like click is a thing that already matters. Can you only dispatch if somebody has listened? Add an appropriate event listener. This kind of sucks. Maybe my this is no good. I'm like, who knows what this means in this context, right? Can I do this thing? I thought there's a way you could do a thing now, or you can say like, tell it what your this is inside. Is it only on arrow functions? I didn't see the thing I was thinking of. Maybe that only works for... Oops. So what is heat? Is it because it's not like the specific instance of it? I don't know. Why is this so bad? If I want to do this, I want this to work for me. Can only elements dispatch events like that? Maybe that's the problem. So what do? We can dispatch it, I guess, on the an array of arguments? Is that how that works? Feels weird. So it seems like what's the right way to do this? So like the event emitter stuff, this thing. Is that not a real thing though? You know where you can do this kind of thing? Oops. Maybe it's only a node thing. Event target. Okay, is that all I need? So I would do this, and then if I wanted to, I would dispatch event. Seems like what I want, right? And now add a listener on the other side. I must what? Must call super constructor? Okay. Like that. Or just, isn't it just super? Just super. That's all it is. Okay, so now I can send clicks through. Great. So I don't need this anymore then. So all we're gonna do is we'll get the click data, we'll wrap it in an event, and then we fire it, and then we'll get clicks out here. And then out here, I don't know if this was really worth the trouble, but hey. We will what does this look like? How do I get the parameters? What did I say? I said custom event. And then something. Whoops. How do I get the thing? E.detail. I mean, I got what I wanted already. My X and Y already in there. I just not pay attention. Oh, it's in detail, so I do have to set detail, I guess. That feels weird, right? So if I fire that event, then in my detail, I get the stuff. That seems kind of annoying. Doesn't really seem like what I really want. So that feels kind of lame. Yeah, it just comes through in the detail. I don't love that, but that's probably the easiest thing to do. Kind of lame. So in here we would get e.detail.x, e.detail.y, I guess. Click the video. It doesn't work because the particle does not exist. So let's steal that from you for now. Okay, this is me clicking the video. Great. So now let's find some kisses. I could draw my own, but if we can just find a free one. If I drew it. Kiss free pick. Sounds great. Oh, is this gonna be the band kiss? Cool. Inappropriate. Yeah, this is probably how I would draw it, but I kind of want to get one that's more kissy faced. I might have a Vecteezy account. These sites are also, I can't tell them apart. Okay, not premium. Can I be free? Free license. Oh, those luscious lips. Good heavens. That's with attribution. I don't want that. I need like totally, I need like Creative Commons. This is an excellent set. Is this Creative Commons? Check out this offer. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this offer is. Some of these are okay, right? I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe I should just kiss something. You're okay. I want Creative Commons no attribution. I guess we'll just go with the band kiss. Lips. I know I'm gonna get. I have something bad is gonna happen. How's it going, Draclin? Draclin, I got all the AWS stuff working. It was such a hassle. It was such a monumental hassle. Kisses. Kisses. Open here. Oops. Don't like any of these smooches. Definitely prefer the red one, red ones. Shush. Okay, we don't need this. Not like a very lipsticky red. Very good. Ooh, man, that would be a sick burn. I'm trying to like. Yeah, my Twitch extension can just be every time you click it, just shows something on the screen about reasons not to use AWS. It was fine in the end. It's okay. It seems to work. It was just such a pain to get working. Maybe it was me. I don't think it was me because there were a lot of people asking similar questions. So some of these we just don't like because they're no good. Let's get a little variation. Let me just do 4. The top 4. I'm gonna say the top 4 are. It's down to this one versus this one. Who's the winner? I think that one is. Okay, so. How do I want to do this? I could put them in sprite sheet, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jacqueline, what's happening today? What's new? Actually, let's just put all these in one and just save them out one at a time. So they're scale-wise maybe a little more sane. Okay, thanks, Illustrator. Okay, and let's do. I think I gotta do this thing. It's called this button. Don't work at all. How do you do this? No. Hold shift? Hold alt seems like the thing to do. Okay. Those will be PNGs, and those can be 1x, and they will go to live somewhere. You can view PNGs in Visual Studio. How about that? Okay, so where do we get that? This still seems like too much code after all the trouble we went through. Maybe we initialize Pixie, and I don't know. We'll decide. Maybe that separate library was just a silly idea. Okay, kiss a. Probably a way to load those textures better. Not kiss A, kiss O1. So many smooches. Okay, so yeah, we can do this. So I think we can do this somewhere. I'm just making some more front-end visualizers. So now that the back-end kind of exists, I want to make the front-end kind of exist in terms of like the whole front-end. So have some way for you to install the extension, get a link on how to use the extension, some little landing page, you know, just fleshing it out to make it a slightly more real thing. And one of the demos will be a little kissing booth. Kind of polish and kind of more features. The little glowing particles were just kind of not fully baked, so we'll have kisses instead. That's not how the alphabet works. Yeah, I know. And the and the ASMR section also. Let's see. Where are we setting the tent? I don't think we really want to do that. Wrong, lowercase. Draclin, I know. These are complicated. These are complicated things. So many kisses. Okay, so is this actually a particle container? How many kisses can we have? 10,000. We can have 10,000 kisses. Great news. I wish there was a great way. I think we would do 180 minus 90, I guess. Oops. Wait, how does that work? Yeah, right, 180. What if I don't want it to be an integer? Does this actually not take a parameter? A mega kiss? My favorite fruit. I think strawberries. Probably strawberries. Addicted to pears. Oranges. Let's see. How does that go? Oranges, apples, bananas, and pears. These are the fruits that are favored by bears. Fresh roasted nuts and baked albacore. Give a bear some, and he will want more. Oranges, apples, bananas, and pears. Does that still exist? Pokey the Penguin. Man, Pokey the Penguin's still... Oh, Pokey, you were one of my favorite things. Man, this still exists? Oranges, apples, bananas, and pears. These are the fruits that are favored by bears. Fresh roasted nuts and baked albacore. Give a bear some and he will want more. That's pretty impressive that I can remember that since... When was this? 1998? Probably a little later. Maybe like 2000? This comic almost 20 years old. This is only the 49th Pokey. Are there new Pokey? I'm afraid to look. What if there's like recent contemporary Pokeys? What would I even... It says up to 2008. I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm a Pokey hipster. I only like old Pokeys. View as single frame. Yes, very good. Very high-tech web experience. This rotation does not look like the rotation that I wanted. Why would it ever be upside down? This kiss, like, that's the kiss. I would expect to go up to 90 degrees and then be set back by 40, so 45. So I would expect to only rotate in a range of positive to negative 45, but that doesn't seem to work. Yeah, why are the Spider-Man kisses? Zero minus 45, I would just expect tilted like this. Maybe it's 270. Maybe the rotation or like the angle is... Oh, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Like if this was just 45, for example, I would expect it to look like this. And it does. And if this was negative 45, I would expect it to look like this. And it does. So... why doesn't this work? I want negative 45 to 45. But that doesn't look right. Like, that said it was negative positive 33, but that's... So that is upside down at negative 9. But if I just put in negative 9, that is upside down. Oh, do you think it's in radians? That'd be funny. How presumptuous of me to assume it could also be normalized. Maybe it's normalized. It is radians. How about that? So I want to be 2 pi is 360, right? So pi is 180. So I want half a pi minus a quarter of a pi. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. How could I so foolishly assume that it was in degrees? I don't think I want to go full negative 90 because that would be like, I don't think anybody kisses like this. That's too much. That's when you're like going into like drink somebody's blood or something. Okay. Yes, radians. Radians are our favorite. Okay, so now we need a random index for this texture. Oops. I wish that math random was better in JavaScript, or just like let you just give it a range. I really like the random range in, oh no. This is how people kiss? Like this? And then the other person leans the other way and then you just bite each other's jaw. Okay, so what dumb thing do we have to do here? We need math.floor of math dot random times kisses dot length. Is that right? What if random actually ever goes up to 1? Like, can you actually get a 1? Yeah, 1 is not included. So if I floor that, then that should be an integer, and that should work here. Nailed it. What did I do wrong? Those are my kisses. The jaw biting on an ASMR channel? I'm going to start an ASMR channel. It's going to happen. What did I do wrong here? This will be 0 to 1, time the length. Is length not the right thing? That's right, right? And then a floor on that. I'm having math problems today. Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah, I know. That would probably be the right thing to do. I just don't know how to, I don't really want to do that on the front end. Like, I'm so not interested in just the basic clicky thing, but yeah. I guess that could all happen on the front end. That could happen on this end. Like in the extension, it could just say, hey, go to this URL, and then you'd have a list of things, and you go to one of them and you could configure it. Well, so there's going to be this, which is hosted at heatj38.net. So like if I did actually release this, this is what would be available, and it would just be a list of things that you could just click and get a URL to stick as a OBS overlay. And so there might be this one, some particle one, some heat mappy one, just 4 or 5 little demos, nothing super complicated. And then there will be that. And then there will also be the video filter ones that are a little more complicated that may not be hosted publicly, where you can do weird stuff to video. Then there'll be some kind of Unity one, which I really think I would like to do a VR thing, time permitting, where I can be in VR and chat can see me like a top-down view of my room and like try to kill me or something. Drop bombs, I don't know. And then also the haunted room one where you can like change the lights and stuff like that. So there'll be sort of like 4 sets of demos to show in the video for for the contest. What am I doing wrong here? Oops. Great. This gives me a texture from Kiss01. That's... Oh. I bet when you do particles, you can only have one texture. I bet if this was just a container, it wouldn't matter. That's what I bet. That's what I bet. That would kind of make sense. Sort of. If that was true, I would expect you to like set the particle outside, but okay. So now we can probably not safely have 10,000 kisses, unfortunately. I don't know if I need any of this then. Okay, and we want these to die very quickly. These don't need to last. So we want to do something. Oh yeah, we did that on the other thing where they have like a birthday and they die. When we kill the children on their birthday, Draclin, your favorite programming technique, child murder, birthday child murder. I'll name them Kiss instead of Child. So, how did I do that before? That was in here. So we set oh yeah, window resizing. I forgot about that part. You wouldn't really expect people to do that. Maybe they would. Okay, so in this case, we just added a birth and a death for the babies. And then down here, we just kill the old babies as we iterate backwards. So this should... Okay, so now the kisses will kiss to birth, death. So we're just getting like a normalized value between 0 and 1 on the kisses. If you're older than 1, you're too old. If you're not, then well, we won't even do the pulsing, I think. I think we'll just like scale you down based on your age, at least to start with. Broken, super broken. You're killing me. Really just this, I think. They live way too long. These kisses should live for like 500 milliseconds. And they're very large. Although it's kind of funny if they... sort of funny if they linger for a while, right? I guess that would be way better if they let's give them a second, and let's always make them half size. In a whole second. Okay, so let's add this as a Twitch overlay in this here browser. And then it should be possible to kiss me. Let's see. It's not working. Where are my kisses? I kissed my eyeball. Is that you? Draclin, are you kissing me? Oh god. Yeah, okay. You're gonna crash my computer. I'm ready. I'm not rendering this with the particle emitter thing, so this is likely gonna there's the potential for some performance problem, let's say. Maybe what I could do with that sprite, I wonder if you can do sprite sheets then. And just put all the kisses in one, and then that would certainly be the more performant way to do it. Whoa! Wow! Oh, wow. I've never felt so loved. Whew. Very nice. Very, gosh. Wow. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I do want a little bit of tint variation, I have decided. Kind of took my breath away there. 200 bits and have some, oh man. Yeah, well, I don't know what to do about that part. Maybe the bits. Okay, we got kisses galore. I'm gonna add a little bit of oops. So we just need to figure out how that works. So what does Tent actually want? Tent is a hex value. What is 2580404040? So you could do something like this. 404040 times random math.random. So that'll give us like a 25% value, and then a 75% value would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, C0, C0, C0. Do you see me just count hexadecimal on my fingers? I don't know if I should be embarrassed or not. Yeah, so that gives us like a value range between 75% and 100, I think. So that's a little better. Gives us a little variation. Maybe it'd be better to go even darker. We could have some really dark. I don't want to go too dark. Okay, wait. Let me do one thing. I'm gonna try to make this. See if I like it with dark lipstick. I think that's pretty good. Okay, switching over here. Ready for smooches. That just looks like blood. Thank you for covering my face in blood. That was a little dense. Maybe the kisses should animate as they rotate. Like a little bit of rotation over their lifetime. No, I could read it, but it was very thick and dense. It didn't look like kisses. I could read the words, I could not read the kisses. So how can we do Atlas? That would be better. Oops, that's not where we want to be. Like I want particle container. So it says UVs are updated and applied, so I want to be able to like crop nothing. Switch back over here. To manage the kissing booth and receive the kisses. You know, that's one of those things about a good manager, director, leader, whatever it is. A good leader, when the time comes, can just roll up their sleeves and just do the job. You know, like sometimes that's required. I think that's good. I think that's just part of good leadership. So texture, I want to do atlases. I thought that was possible. Maybe you have to do something annoying. Not demp, pixie examples. Tiling sprite. No, that's... So there's a tiling sprite. That's not really what we want. We want atlases. Texture from frame. But that doesn't seem great, because that seems like a bunch of individual images. That's not what we want. We want an atlas. But maybe Pixie doesn't do that. What's a sprite sheet animation? Create an animated sprite. Is it like actually rendering these all to a render texture or something? Like, it's still not really what we want. We don't want a frame of sequences. We want... Maybe Pixie just doesn't do that. Sad. Well, yeah, but normally if you wanted to really efficiently draw an image sequence, you behind the scenes would tile them into an atlas. So it wouldn't surprise me horribly if if this did that. Maybe not. That just looks like an array. No, that looks not efficient. Like if I was going to play an animation and I want it really efficient, from a GPU standpoint at least, I could put all the frames in a big texture and then you just change the UVs every frame. But for particle systems, you could also just say, every time you emit a new particle, just pick a different slice. Which I bet I could do. I bet when I created the sprite, let's see. That seems like a thing you have to be able to do, is to like crop or So we'd add the texture bounds. Maybe you can't do it. That would be kind of lame. A base texture constructor. Oh, is this what I want? I don't want an animated sprite though. And I don't really want to have the data. I want to just determine it on the fly. I think I have a license for Texture Packer, but what I would like to do is just say, hey, here's a sprite. It is 2 by 2. Give me what I will need. So new sprite sheet, resolution file name. The file name to consider when determining the resolution of the sprite sheet. If not provided, the image URL will be used on the base texture. Sprite sheet image data. What does that look like? This seems like what I want. Is there no example of that? There's a sprite sheet animation, but that's not what I want. This documentation is not helping me very much. So if I get a texture and then make a sprite sheet, I can refer to it. A map containing all the textures of the sprite sheet can be used to create a sprite. Is that all I need? I mean, sprite sheet JSON. Sheet.textures. Okay, so that seems okay. So maybe I can. How do I do it? Can I do? Frames is just an array though. I don't know. I'm confused. Cap Guy frames. I don't want an animated sprite. I just want a sprite sheet, not an animated sprite. I mean, yeah, I want this. How'd you do that? Was it? I don't. So this is creating. Doesn't seem like I should have to do that though. Like. Like if it's just a grid. Okay, this is what I want. Look at this. We can make a sprite sheet image. And then we can manually slice it up. Atlas loader. What is that? Maybe that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, if this is the thing I can do, then this new Pixie texture. So we get a base texture and then we create the individual textures by manually doing the offsets. I wonder if the particle renderer thing is smart enough to do this. But what could be cool about this is then like, yeah, then we could do lots of crazy emote clicky things and whatever, because we can have everything really efficiently packed into a texture. So let's try this. Let's do how do I want to do this? That does not look like. Is that actually correct? Maybe so. Okay, so we need to. I lose my. Oh, come on. What am I doing? Wrong shortcuts forever. Let's try it. So I could do something, a little something like this. A little something. Wait, okay. Oh man, I should have kept that. Shoot. I messed up. I want the parameters back for the sprite man. Oh, it never existed here. But we can steal it from here. All right, yeah. Okay, so let's... Why am I blending this? They don't even look like they're being blended. It seems not true. It seems like a falsehood. Okay, so we got that. And now we got this whole new wonderful world. So how big did I make that? These will all be 128s. Was that 256? Why would X be 256? That doesn't really make sense. 0, 0 width and height. Then starting there. Now down here, this should actually be 0, 128. Maybe? I don't know. And this should be 128, 128. It's already mad about something. Something's very cross. It's very angry with me. So apparently Pixie Tech, this code they pasted there is not actual code, just pretend code. But what can we do here? The constructor of this looks like what? Frame and rectangle takes a width and height. So there's no reason to have, okay, now's the time we have to do it. We have to, I don't know how to do this in Visual Studio Code. So if I have this, Control plus Alt, cool. How do I do it? Well, it doesn't work very well if the lines are inconsistent. Oh well. This is one of the reasons I really like using Unity. After a whole lot of time using Three.js and liking Three.js, it's just really nice to have a visual editor for certain things. Instead of defining sprite atlases manually. Okay, so those are textures, given that. And so this will just be our new kisses. So here we can multi-line edit, and well, that felt good. Does that look like a thing? That seems not horrible, right? And then when we, how do we use one though? How do we use like a particular, oh no, did I close the window that told me how? Stop closing windows, Chrome. Where's the, what are we even looking at? We're looking at this. So how do we say this though? Okay, that should be fine. No, we're good, right? Because that'll be great. So this should just, is this gonna just instantly work? I wonder. Seems unlikely. Seems like I probably screwed it up. Yeah, so for example. Cool. So this is now rendered as a particle system. So now, Draklin, you can go to town. And so this will make it relatively easy. It's a little annoying because we're manually slicing up the sprites, but it's not the end of the world. I don't know if that was worth the trouble, but here we are. Okay. So now, if I refresh this, where's me? Some of those kisses are very dark. Someone's got some very dark makeup on. Some of those even look almost black. That feels not right. Yeah, some of those, did I screw up the... This should be 50% gray. Oh, well, it's already red. I don't know. Let's go back to the C. 75% and 25%. Feels real cool. So just write hex. Okay, base texture from image is deprecated. Okie dokie. If you really want to get lots of kisses, you manually do hex math. And then you count on your fingers in hex. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. I can only count to 16. Because that's all there is. Then you need a new, what, significant digit? Is that the right term? I can't remember. Ooh, kissing the kissing booth. How'd you kiss down there? How come you weren't blocked by the overlay? Oh, yeah. Maybe they should linger a little longer. I like this little outline thing. Maybe they should scale up when they appear and then die after that. I could get some kind of tween. I wonder what people like. What do people use to tween? Tween.js I have used. Yeah, tween.js. GreenSock. That's been around for a trillion years, since the old Flash days. Tween.tween. People still use that? What do people use anymore? Pixie Tween is still updated. 2 years ago. Ancient history. Pixie Plug from GreenSock? Cool. Cool. What are we at? Hour 42. Okay. So we have a thing here. where we can get kisses, and then we would want to add, oh man, I don't want to like make a website. Nobody wants that. So we really don't need these other kisses anymore. We're done with them. I'm done with these kisses. You know, so we'd want to do something like some kind of landing page, and then you'd need to put in your Twitch channel, or it could come in through the query string. And then what? Some links. You know, let's start real basic. You're trying to kind of have to get the We could make this a Jekyll site. I kind of don't want to, but we could. And then all the shared stuff could be a little more templated. That wouldn't be very hard. That's wrong. Where are we serving here? 8080? Kissing Booth. This is a good website. This is what websites should look like. I'm not showing the desktop, am I? I wasn't doing anything interesting, don't worry. That's a real problem. I need like a monitor here in front of my monitors. I need more monitors. I need a monitor in front of the monitor that makes sure that I'm looking at the thing I'm supposed to be looking at, because I so frequently don't do that. Should these kisses be bigger? I think they should be. Just a touch bigger. Oh, maybe not at all, because now there will be a quarter of the size automatically, right? Yeah, because now we were doing sprite sheets. So, close you, open you. That's better. That seemed very fast. Oh, it took a long time to appear over there. Why is that taking so long? Oh no, it's good. It's good. It's all fast. This is, I will say, it is very fast using AWS. As much of it as it was a giant pain in the butt to get working, it is quite speedy, which is good. What else do we want to do today? I just am not very excited about like building out a website kind of thing. It's boring AF. Is Bootstrap out? Did Bootstrap 4 ever get finished? Not Bootstrap. Bootstrap. Responsive, mobile first, projects on the web with a popular front-end component library. Incredible. I guess it is. I need to update my site. I don't really like making websites anymore. I've lost the excitement. But I gotta have this beautiful product page. I just need a list. I don't need anything fancy, but Bootstrap does make it a little nicer to lay things out. They changed how some of this works now. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. Okay, what do I need to do? How does this even work? Just including this will instantly make the site more beautiful. Not that side. This one. Oh man, it's way better now. Way better. Yeah. Give me this beautiful starter template. What is Popper.js? I don't even know what that is. Hey. How I managed to create a powerful... Man, I really don't like this already. Just the way this person writes makes me not like this. Maybe it's good, but just like this... I thought this was a condom wrapper. A tooltip. Okay, I don't want that. I don't really want any of this, actually. I guess I'll take the Bootstrap stuff. We'll probably need jQuery at some point, right? Like if we do a Jekyll template, then we can just have all this stuff in it. Sure. Ah, it's more beautiful than I could have imagined. I just want a container. That's all. Beautiful. What about a perfectly centered? Oh god, I know this. Writing on the internet is bad. You don't have to lean into it. Like, I'll get it right there in the middle. Perfect. I don't know if I really want to go down this path. Making websites is so boring. So boring. Even with this exciting music, it's boring. That didn't work. That was a lie. I feel like I've been lied to. Did I have to do something else in here? How come theirs was cool and centered? Okay, a tiny bit of CSS, just a touch. That pasted in an insane way. Why would... Beautiful. Oops. I lost my important information. I don't know if people use Bootstrap anymore. But I like it okay. That's okay. That's not how you type this. That makes the whole thing full height. That's not as exciting. You do it in the row? I guess it's really just here. Lovely. Man, I could not be less excited about this. I'd just get some templates or something. It just needs to be a list, you know, some rounded corners or something. Some pretty blob. Beautiful. Why does this look like this? Is this a Jumbotron? Perfect. Now it's perfect. It's perfect. Incredible. Well, now I have an excellent web page. Before, it was a little rough, but now it's basically perfect. I don't think I would change a thing about it. I wish I knew how to make this button work. I feel like I've accidentally done it before. Wait. Amazing. Cool. Now I have a purple website. So we're basically done today. I feel like it. I mean, we have a website. It's purple. I can click a button and then can have kisses all over it. So that's good. Mm-hmm. Wait, can I go to you? Oh, fancy. I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to care about making websites right now. It's just too boring. Some people like to do that. I think I used to like to do that. I used to make websites all the time. But now, I just can't. I can't even make myself pretend to want to. It's sad. I do want to play Slay the Spire. I want to play it on Switch, though, and it's not out on Switch yet. It also isn't on sale on the Steam sale, so it kind of has bummed me out a little bit. Wonder if I can use the animated sprite like this in Particle System. That would be kind of cool. Excuse me. Like, all the web-based ones are just boring anyway. Like, we gotta get in Unity and make cool stuff. Stream a game? Should I stream a game? I'm definitely supposed to be working. It's like working hours. Oh yeah, I have work I need to start. It's Monday, isn't it? I'm not ready yet. I wanna get this to be more of a thing. Just the web design part. Woof. So boring. It's so boring. I'm gonna cry. Start Monday tomorrow. That was my strategy for basically all of January because I was traveling and then I got sick. So my whole thing was like, you know, we're really gonna kick this year off in February. February 1, we're gonna start this year. We're gonna start this year right. And now we're like 11 days into February. I guess I've done some stuff. But probably starting next week, I'm gonna have to actually work. Like actually do work that someone will pay me for. We'll mess with this another day. I can't do it right now. Okay, what have we done? What have we actually accomplished? We worked on a view. We made some kisses. That was cute and simple. It will be a cute and simple demo. Excuse me. We made that stupid homepage that we don't like or care about. We made the little heat abstraction, which I think is kind of cool. That would be good for doing musical stuff, but I don't want to do that stuff on the web. That seems way easier to do in Unity. I just wish Unity would let you run. Maybe you can in 2019. I don't even look. Well, 2019 lets you maximize the game view. Like really maximize it, not pretend maximize it. I've kind of been waiting, like, I've wanted to play a game, but just haven't gotten in. I don't know, I haven't been too excited about anything. Kind of excited about Slay the Spire. Kind of wanted to go back and play the Witcher. The new Witcher game, the Thronebreaker one. That got so little attention. But really I'm just waiting for Metro Exodus at this moment. I want like real full screen play mode. How do we get the tab height? Oh, you just have to make it up. I see. That's just kind of lame. Okay, focus. What are we doing? Let's just commit this stuff. Beginning. Also been meaning to make a. I kind of want to make a. So I feel like you can do everything you would want to do for a Twitch chatbot in an overlay. Does that sound true or false? Like, it seems like you could just have a browser overlay that did everything you wanted with the TMI.js. So like, instead of having, I've been meaning to make like fancy overlays, you know, that will show me when people subscribe and whatnot. And then maybe also have some chatty bot kind of stuff, but it seems like you can do all of that in TMI.js. So instead of like running a separate bot somewhere, I could just have my bot essentially be run in a browser overlay in OBS and kill two birds with one stone. I think you can do that. Maybe. Maybe not. Really? We could play with the heat map one. That would be kind of cool. We could do some kind of thing where we kept drawing to... I don't know. Maybe some downsides. I guess the issue would be if there was like some persistence that was lost when you change scenes. But OBS is pretty good about maintaining sources from scene to scene. I don't know if it maintains the browsers from scene to scene, but I kind of think it does. I guess we could learn that. We could do an experiment. So we told this browser to not refresh when it becomes active. And then I clicked kisses all over it. And then I switched to this camera. It was too slow. Okay, there were still kisses there. So I think that works. So I think it persists. So I feel like I could do stuff that I needed to do. Do I need a special bot for anything? What do I need a bot for, Jacqueline? Other than to let me know when you've subscribed for 7,000 months. That's obviously the most important thing. Oh my God, but making an overlay is really just making more websites. Oh no. When will I be done? When will I never make a website ever again? We could do this, return real errors. Or we could do the heat map. The heat map sounds slightly fun-ish. How would we do it? We would render, we'd have alpha, and then we would just accumulate we'd like draw a gray additively, maybe? Or no, we would probably draw an alpha'd out white, right? And then when you clicked all over, you'd get kind of like a blurry alpha'd out white, like kind of like our particle sprite. And then you'd accumulate all of those, kind of like we already have been, really. Except you don't really need to maintain them. You could throw them away once they were drawn to a render texture. And then you would just write a shader that did like a gradient map from green up. And if you're really fancy, you would do it in such a way that it could look like a landscape. So the very base could be water, and then you could draw, be like a terraforming thing. That's actually something, Drecklin, that could be, Let me think about this for a second. What if you could click and right click? Can I right click now? I can click. Right click. You'd have to try to swallow the right click in the browser. But you probably could. So I was just imagining this terraforming thing where chat could terraform and build the world. And it'd be easy to click and kind of build up, just drawing to a render texture. But tearing down, I don't know about. Unless we also sent a modifier with the clicks so that you could like alt click, control click, shift click when you clicked. That sounds more complicated than just right clicks. I ought to think about that a little bit, because that'd be kind of cool. Where basically you just be, instead of just saying, oh, people can only click, you'd be giving like a few other kinds of possible input. The other way to do that, which I'm not as crazy about, would be to make part of the overlay like a palette where you could select buttons, but that would be so specific to the experience type that I don't think I would want to do it. Like some palette on the side, and then you would pick your color or pick your tool or whatever, actually rendered in the browser as part of the overlay. But I kind of don't like that, because then it's part of the extension and it's hard to update, and it's hyper specific to a specific kind of extension. I don't know. That needs a little more thought. Maybe that's a two. I pushed the wrong button. Maybe. This sounds not fun. This is going to be awful. We could do the heat map. So I don't even think we need to be that fancy. We could just have little blobs. And then give it a gradient image. If we wanted to be heat mappy. But that's not that useful. I don't know. Maybe that's boring. Could be cool. The general principle is that once you have this gradation, you could use it for other things. Like you could do the terraforming thing. Like this already almost looks like land mass and water. You would just change the colors, where this would be like the beach, and this would be foliage, and this would be trees, and this would be mountains. It'd be a pretty easy thing to do. And you could even have like a crazy sculpty thing. You could like do the heat map in 2D, or like the terraforming in 2D, but then also behind it have a render of extruded mountains. And you could do, well, that just made me think of like having a blob that you could just sculpt, that everybody could sculpt in a weird way. I don't know, Jacqueline. We're running out of time for this. I just need some not insanely complicated demos that would also be interesting to work on. The piano sounds kind of fun. I mean, I could almost make like a step sequencer that that's where that grid voting thing would be. Like you'd have sort of a grid step sequencer, and it wouldn't be that everybody's click triggered it. It would be like every interval that it was time to do something, it would check and say like, okay, most people clicked this thing. So it'd be sort of like a democratic music maker. One really easy version of that would just be a piano. The step sequencer is a little more complicated because that could have so many things turned on. But the piano would be pretty easy because you'd have like a sample window and you would say like, okay, within this window, let me know what people clicked. And then, kind of interesting to have an SVG and then you could like compare the bounds. We can do that with something like Raphael.js or one of those. Like, oh, actually, we wouldn't even have to do the grid-based thing then. We could just make, what do you think about that? You could just make a keyboard and like really pass the clicks through it like they were real clicks and have it do its own sort of voting process. That's not... So how could you get individual element? So we'd probably do something like this. I wonder how that would come through in SVG. And we'd play the sounds there. This wouldn't be the best sounding possible thing. Maybe we could use P5.js for the sound. Let's start on the piano and let's just do... Okay, we'll make it pretty later, but let's say these headphones are usually so comfortable. They're starting to hurt my ears a little. Okay, let's start a piano. And the idea will be... That's not what I meant to do at all. Yeah, I'm doing great. We're doing great here. Okay, steal all this stuff from the kissing booth. I don't think we're gonna need any of this. I think we can start much more simply. So, clicks come through, and then we could just feed the clicks straight to... I feel like there's browsers don't want you to do that, like simulate click events, but I think you can. I think if we got the screen coordinates, we could just pass it through like it was real click. Because I think you just do like the get, like there's a way to get the element essentially under the mouse cursor at a given set of coordinates and then pass through a click. We don't need 12. We're not going to do accidentals yet. Let's just do 1 octave. Great, nailed it. No, the client will just still send to XY. And what I'm going to fake though is instead of, so I wrote this code that like breaks the screen up into a grid and figures out where you click and triggers different behaviors on that. But I don't think I need to be that complicated here. I think I can just build a piano that's just browser buttons and then pass those clicks through directly. I think. What did I do here? Why do you think that needs to be? Oh, how did we end up inside script? That's not where we want to be at all. Okay, those keys are beautiful. Yeah, that's true. It can just call the thing, but just to make it where I can also play it locally. I mean, I'm kind of thinking of just treating them like clicks just to make my life a little easier. But you're right. They don't have to actually be clicks. I could just find the thing. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We need some like notion of what a key is, and then like some democratic way of saying within an interval who got the most clicks. So like every, say, 60 beats per minute. That'd just be every second. That seems slow, but just say like every second you tally up who got the most clicks. So we would do something like, what's the jQuery way to do this? It's a way to like do it for each. On. No, you could do that. I don't know. You could do this. Do I get an event in here? Oh. So based on the target, I guess I can figure out who it was. How about this? Yeah, and if I jQuery that. Oh. Okay, then that lets me know which thing a thing is, so that's good. And I guess I can just store whatever arbitrary nonsense I want on it, because this is JavaScript. Like, can I just make stuff up like this? Probably. JavaScript doesn't care. Does it have to have an initial value? Really? I can't just do that? Why not? Well, shucks. Maybe I can't do that with jQuery. I can probably do that this way, though. But can I do this? No. How do I want to do this? I guess we could make it appropriate. What is that? Like data instead of just totally making it up? Let's see. Yeah, so we do something like this. And then I think we can do this. Oops. How do I set it? I guess I have to do it like this. Guess like it could have like some actual container object that maps to these things. Why are you so mad? Is it not like the one that I already had? This is kind of annoying. How do we want to do this? Like, do I want to make some actual container? I was going to try to cheat and just make the element sort of be the container. Is that not right, though? That kind of looks like that should be right. Oh, that would just be the attribute, not data. Is data just not even related to that? Data is just its own thing? Store arbitrary data associated with the match elements. Oh, okay. So that's not the same as that. So we'd have to loop through and set them all to 0 first, I guess. I guess that's okay, because if we want to store arbitrary data, that seems okay. So let's not do this. Oops. Why can't I drag and... Oh, no. Drag and do this. I probably can in some way. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to go through... What's this? You know, probably like one of these. So first we need to go through each key and then say set all the click counts to 0. Does that make you happy? Yes. And then every second, we need to go through and we'll go through, we'll figure out who's the winner. What am I doing? Oh, I just have extra nonsense. Okay. We'll loop through each key and we'll say and we will do this. Seems like a goofy way to do this. Everything about this seems goofy, but hey, that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna get the click count of our dude. We are gonna say that if click count is greater than winner count, then winner equals this, and winner count equals click count, and then turn off set click count to 0. And then at the end, we should be able to have a winner if there was a winner. Oops. Did I do this right? Probably not. Great. Wait, what did I do? I messed up. That's the key. That's the thing I deleted that I shouldn't have deleted. How about that? Okay. Well, then if we have a winner, there's got to be a better way to do this, right? That seems not too horrible. If there's a winner, then what am I doing? Okay. I would probably feel better if I had some kind of actual data structure for this. Like go through each of those and create some kind of data structure instead of just relying on the jQuery thing, but maybe that's all we need, I guess. Because we could specify more things there if we needed to. I'll think about it. Let's see. So we want some piano samples. We just need 1 octave. Do I have some piano samples on here already? I do on that machine sitting over there. Just need 1 octave of piano samples. Surely that's a thing that I have handy. Maybe not. Oh, there's some that came with Audio Helm, but they are not useful. Man. They're so long. What you, Teddy? Teddy's piano doesn't sound like it's in tune. I don't want sound fonts. How do I not just have this handy? I could go into Logic and make some, but I don't want to. It seems like something the internet should just have for me. Right? Internet? That might be a fool's errand. I need... Those were super long. Good grief. That shouldn't be this hard, right? Is this on GitHub? Oh, perfect. Saved my life. How long are these? Open this groove music. Okay, that's not. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Okay, great. Okay, these sound great. See. I'm a little confused about duration here. Maybe I should just be doing this in Unity instead. Then we could just use Audio Home and it would make everything easier. No, because I'm trying to set it up where it's an overlay that other people can use. Man, what a hassle. I'm tired of the web. Tired of the internet. How would we do it? Take a quick event. Be a little annoying in Unity too, actually. Why do these seem so poorly edited? Let's just grab these for now to test it. Okay. And then each of you can have, all right, well, one thing we're gonna just go in alphabetical order because that's what we have. And each of these can have a audio source equals audio. So then I think we can do, this might be weird, this dot find audio dot 0 dot play. I don't know. Probably screwed it up. Great. Get the descendants. No, not this. Find the child of winter. Audio. Okay, now. Okay, yeah. Okay, now can we play you? Probably gonna sound horrible. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Someone's sending emails to a person that isn't me. Okay, does this work on stream? Not yet, because we're not passing clicks through. So what we would have to do to make that work is what? How do we know what the element is? Element from point, click. Is that real? Does that really work? So if we did what? So if we went on our Kissy booth and we stole a event listener clicked, I've never seen this. It'd be great if this works. That's not going to be normalized or unnormalized. Why? And this can just be dot width. I feel like this was not working for some reason. Oh no. Ben, how's it going? I'm doing a bad job. The piano's not working. Rejected. I think you can't you can't do this. I think this is a thing that you're super not supposed to do. Just fake clicks. You can definitely kiss the keys. The key kissing, that's because we have the kissing booth. Is that happening? Yeah, all the kisses are working. Kisses are no problem. You can now click on the stream and kiss me. Actually, Ben, you need I'm going to force you to beta test. You just walked into a beta test. Welcome to the beta test. Let me steal all your personal information through Postman. Let's see. Ben's personal private ID is this. That was weird. My phone buzzed right when I clicked that button. Okay. dev.twitch.tv. And my dashboard. I don't remember how to do this. Okay, we go here. This all sucks. Ben, writing in a Twitch extension is not great. It's okay. It's not great. But the part where I had to make it work with AWS was a nightmare. It was a living nightmare. Okay, so if you refresh now, Ben, you should have access. Bots aren't that bad. Bots are okay because you can just use tmi.js. I mean, it still kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. But man, some of this other stuff is woof. Okay, so if you refresh, you should now be able to use heat. And that looks like you should just have this button now. And if you click that button and click accept, you should be able to click kissy faces all over me. Why aren't the kissy faces working? Oh wait, there they are. Is that you or is that me? Who's kissing me right now? That good. Okay. Wait, no, there was a kiss. That one wasn't me. Okay, I feel like I'm being... People are sneaking up on me with the kisses. Oh, there you go. Yep. Oh, is Draclin drawing things with kisses now? Or is that just a... Okay, okay. So we can do this now. This works. We got this in. I have it where it's hooked up to Unity. We can shoot off fireworks. We can morph my face in horrible ways. We can do kissy faces. And now I'm trying to do this piano thing. But man, writing for the web just sucks. I'm just tired of it. This is why I don't do it anymore. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yes, explosive kisses. Thank you. So I was just trying to do this democratic piano here, but it seemed too good to be true that the browser would just let me. It's funny that the browser will let me just kiss things, but I can't. I don't think I can click it. But can I do this? Will this be right? Because if we have this, then we can probably figure out a way to fake click it. Yeah, okay. So how can we... These samples sound so bad. Okay, Trackman's excited about the kisses. Okay, this is kind of working. Let me make it bigger and easier to click on. Who did that? If I just make it the full width of the screen, probably. Might be slightly annoying. What's the easiest way to do that? Short of a table. I guess we use bootstrap and make them columns. Let's not do that. Let's just be... Someone's bowling in the hallway. Okay, terrific. We got... Wait, what happened? Oh, I only have 7. Okay, I got confused for a minute. Okay, does that work now? Ben, this is not a thing on Twitch because I needed a thing to, I needed a reason for them to give me $15,000. So I got like something like 2 weeks left to finish this. Actually, I think it really is 2 weeks. I check this every day and then I forget everything. Seafood trackathon. It's new hackathons. This one. 15 days. Okay, we got 15 days. I already did the most horrible part. Draklyn's man on a mission. It works with AWS now. It probably will not scale at all. Maybe it will. I don't know. I tried to make it scalable. I just have to make a cool demo and make my... Ooh, that's not good. It disconnected and reconnected. Right when I was talking about how scalable it was. Why did it lose its connection when I was bragging about how scalable I made it? Why would that be true? Man, this is... Let's go see what's wrong with AWS. Draklyn's definitely going to do something insane, but there's no reason that should have disconnected and reconnected. Because I'm using Socket.io that has its own built-in ping and pong. Maybe it goes to sleep after a while. Unless my sticky... I think I made it where you stay connected. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I clicked like every button on this thing. Everything you see on the screen that could be clickable at AWS, I clicked all of it and I finally got it to work. It's not the stickiness, because the stickiness is a day. Maybe Socket.io just kindly goes to sleep if you don't use it for a while. Yeah, we gotta do this. I'm kind of thinking that I might submit this before the contest. Like, try to submit it for approval next weekend. Like, next weekend, submit it for approval, try to get it approved, and hopefully be all ready to go for the contest. Maybe? I don't know. Wish it was easier to respond to events from CSS animations, because then we could easily make it like change colors. And I guess we could easily do something like these single notes. It's really designed for more people, because then it can like, you vote on which key you want to happen, you know? We could even make like a little bar at the bottom that expanded. A little weird. You'd have to know the total of all of them to do the percentage, but you can figure it out. That wouldn't be that hard. Okay, so now we want to do something like this. So that when the winner, this is not going to be very good. This is a poor idea, poor choice. Yeah. But then we need to make it that it will not. It will reset the color every time, probably. Ben, have you looked at 2019? Unity 2019? There's some amazing things. This is not. No, this is wrong. I'm gonna do this. There's some amazing stuff in 2019. I can't remember if we talked about it yet. It's life-changing. Oh my gosh! Jessica Mack! I need you. Hello and welcome. I need to everyone. You're just in time, because we need to. There's so many things we need to do. We need to test the kissing booth. I'm trying to make a piano for the stream to be able to play, but it's not working very well. Also, it's covered in kisses. Jessica, how was your stream? I didn't even realize you were streaming. So this is not a chat bot. This is based on a new extension that lets you click the browser. And I would be so glad to add anyone that wanted to. Unfortunately, I have to add you manually, but if anybody wants to help me alpha test this, let me know in the chat, and then I will add you to the Twitch dashboard. There is no danger, except I just have full control of your life and your computer. Other than that, no problem. Draklyn's cooking something up. Draklyn, should I turn on the kissing booth? Can you send me a massive kiss? Okay. Switching here. Let me test individual kisses. Okay, the kissing booth is still playing the piano. I should probably turn that off. Okay. All you have to do to test is click my face, basically, after I add you. So it's pretty easy. Why is that still playing music? This could sound horrible. This might sound like a nightmare. You'll click my face. That's all it takes. Thank you, Bart. Let's see. I need to go to dashboard. Maybe I should actually turn off the piano. Like, okay, because that could get very annoying. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want a beta test? Whoa! That was beautiful. Thank you, Draklyn, for the massive kiss. Draklyn has been hacking the extension, manually injecting data into it. Okay, so I can get Bart, and I will steal your personal information and add you to this list of other victims. Kiss bombs? We could do a kissy face raid. Yeah, I might lead, once I actually do the extension, I'll have to probably secure it, but I'm for my setup, I might leave a backdoor for Draklyn to inject nonsense into it. Okay, Bart, I think you are added, so all you should have to do, let me hide these secret things. It's called the Drak door. Yeah, very good. So if you refresh, you should then have a little icon here at the bottom of the video, and if you click accept, you can start clicking the video and spawning kisses. There is some latency, but then the kisses will catch up. Why are there still dark kisses? Standing by for kisses. I saw a kiss. Whose kiss was that? Wait, okay. Kisses are coming. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, chat. Are you drawing hearts with the kisses? Are you making heart-shaped kisses? Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let me switch back to the piano. So it sounds awful now, I know, but we'll get there. You almost played Mary Had a Little Lamb. That would have been pretty impressive if chat could coordinate to play a song. I'm gonna make this sound better. I really don't want to do this in the browser, really. It would be much easier to do this I know, Ben, that would be, or like some Bach concerto. I don't need MIDI. I need everyone in chat. It's chat powered. Wonder if I could play some. Ooh, what is this? Oh, Draklin, is this a kiss comet? I was just visited by a comet of kisses. It was like a shooting kissy star. Oh, beautiful. Pretty into that. I know, the kissy star. Oh, look at that! 2 kissy stars! It's beautiful. Okay, actually, Draklin, now that you have that thing, I think that's gonna look super cool on the video nightmare face. Let's try it with the video nightmare face. Because then it would be like you're leaving trails of fluid, maybe? Let's try it. How? It might be broken. Okay, I have to turn off my camera. And then I have to go here. Broken. Super duper broken. Oh, it's just exceptionally broken. Okay, hold please. Stand by. I think it's just a URL problem. Fail. Why am I getting a fail? Okay. These may be too big. Let me make this smaller. Somehow. Times 4 times 2. Broken. And let's make them only last for 2 seconds. How about that? Maybe they only last 1 second. Maybe they don't get any extra scale. Okay, let's try this. Hello, it's me. It's me, Scott. Oh, okay, someone clicked my face. It's so blown out here. It's really weird when they're small. It just looks like I'm growing holes in my face. They're kind of gross when they're this small. Maybe the displacement shouldn't reach this far. I don't know. I don't know about this. Okay, no, I saw it. Did I see the comet? Did I see the shooting star? Yeah, this is okay. They need to be bigger. I do think they need to be bigger, and I think they do need to live a little longer. Why does it sometimes not work? Seems like that displacement amount is too much. Probably build some fireworks in here too. Very good. What is that thing that you're called? I always forget what it's called. Like fear of holes and things. Like fear of holes and things is called. Trypophobia. Man, don't. Maybe don't look that up on the internet. I already did. It's too late. Oh, this is too gross. I'm not going to show this. Okay, don't look at that. I apparently have this. I'll put the word in chat. You can look it up on your own time. I'm not going to look it up. Creeped out. Man, those are horrible images. That first one is the worst thing I've ever seen. Is that real? How would that happen to a human? I think that's just Halloween makeup. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. That's just someone's Halloween costume. Yeah, I'd right. Is it a phobia if every single person... Oh, yeah, nice, Draclin. Ugh, it's gross. It's gross. It's not a phobia if every person has it. You know, there's not like a... like mauled to death by tigers phobia, because that's a reasonable fear. When I first was gonna do this, I meant to make it look more like dripping water instead of like a weird psychedelic nightmare. But here we are. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Bart. Didn't thank you for that. Okay, what else do we want to do today? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you can't play the guitar right now. The guitar player is not active. That's in the orbs. I think it's orbs. Does that still work? Yeah, you can still play the guitar with the orbs. Let's see. Let's get out of this. Let's turn this back on. Am I back? The guitar needs work, as does the piano. Yeah, so if you click my guitar back there, you should... Okay, it gets kisses. If you kiss the guitar... let's see. I can also turn on the light machine. How do I do that? I think it's in here. Oh, beautiful. Look at all the kisses. Valentine's has come early for me this year. Okay, the kisses are playing the guitar now. I'll turn that off. If I do a npm run dev, is clicking the lights not working? We're connecting to the wrong server. That's our problem. This should be heat ebs.j38.net. I love the hey, your tools are getting much more robust. I have to say, the Scott made this looks pretty good like that. Very impressed. You're also making the light go crazy now. Okay, yes. Now you can kiss the light. If you kiss the light back there, it will change the color of the light. Oh, Draclin, you're the best. Let me turn off. I'll turn off these lights. So we can have a light kissing. Okay, I'm holding on to my butt. I'm ready. Let me turn off the these lights. Wait, I wasn't holding my butt. Okay, gotta find the spot. I'm ready. Are you just gonna send a bunch of kisses to the light? Oh yeah, look, there we go. Kiss rave. You know, I could make it where, maybe the easiest way to do that. Maybe I should make it where my monitors, like one of my monitors is just a full screen. Okay, you got it? You found it? Here it comes. I'm ready. I'm ready for the rave. Nice. I should just go sit in my chair and enjoy the rave. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Do it again. You're gonna probably crash something. Something is gonna break. First, I'm gonna have a seizure. Jacqueline, I think you maybe missed your calling in life. I think maybe you were meant to be like a VJ or a video producer of some kind. I'm very impressed. Why is that kiss black? Probably because I wrote that incorrectly. Well, okay. Twitch has to give me $15,000 for that, right? It's so obvious. Let's see. What else do we want to try to do today? Get more kisses. Hold, please. Okay, yes, holding. A giant kiss made of kisses. That sounds cartoonishly great. Okay, let's go to the to-do file. I'm glad 90% of the things we did today we did not have in the to-do, but at some point I should probably to-do the things that need to be to-done. Okay, we were talking about the heat map. Oh, a rave just started happening behind me. your, your wife just asked if I'm single. I don't know, Draclin, is your wife single? Probably not. I'm going to guess that the answer is no. That'd be a little weird, but it's 2019. Who knows? Let's see. We were going to do... I got the haunted room video. All these things sound kind of boring. Did you just kiss my armpit? That was weird. Don't do that. It's just private. Okay, what else? What else are we trying to do here? I don't know if this Markdown interpreter supports checklists. I kind of think it doesn't. No, I guess I could just fake it. Look, it changed a different color when I put it in there, probably because it thinks it's supposed to be a link or something. Also, my squiggles aren't working. That's why. Whoa, what's happening? Full screen, okay. Ready? Amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna have to end the stream after that, I think. I feel like that was pretty amazing. Ben, thank you so much. Feel free to give me 15K even if you're not Twitch. Draclin, that was very impressive. Very well done. In fact, I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to just stop for the day. I don't know if we're gonna get much better than that. I did at some point mean to do some work today. Okay, but it was a productive day. We did all the AWS, or I did all the AWS stuff this morning before even streaming. We cleaned some things up. We abstracted some things to make it easier to make stuff like the kissing booth. We have all these threads of things. We just got to figure out how to pull it all together for the big show, for the demo. But we got 2 weeks for that. We got all the time in the world, right? Are you sequencing them together now? Putting them all together now? Incredible, incredible. The piano is gonna be cool. I believe the piano will be cool. If we can get this like a voting thing working, I think the piano will be pretty awesome. Okay, anyway, thank you so much everybody who stopped by. The Clickerator technology is getting pretty, I'm pretty impressed. It has really grown in complexity from its humble beginnings. Yeah. People pay thousands of dollars for things like this. Okay, you click while I do the outro. I'm just rambling. Yeah, we'll get the piano working. We'll get that site working. We'll just get stuff where it's pretty good, right? We'll get it where it's okay, and then we'll get rich, and that's the plan. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, of course, Draclin. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Bart. Thank you, everybody else who stopped by. Thank you, Jessica, for the raid. And we will talk sometime soon, probably tomorrow. Goodbye.